shortly. On behalf of the Corvid Communications Broadcasting Corporation, we thank you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. Our feature presentation will begin shortly. Our mascot, Corvus the Crow, will keep you company as you wait for the broadcast. He may even speak, if given the proper motivation. Communications will be right back after a word from our sponsors. The Corporate Communications broadcast will begin shortly. An ad break may be running at this time. Please feel free to step away and take care of things, or grab yourself a snack. We will still be here when you get back. We at Corporate Communications Incorporated hope that you are having a wonderful evening. Our feature presentation will begin shortly. We now return to our feature presentation.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Corporate Communications Executive Stream. As always, I am Calvin Cobble, CEO of Corporate Communications and host of the Corporate Communications Twitch channel and Calvin Cawthorn VTuber YouTube channels. So, I know what some of you may be wondering. Mr. Cawthorn, where were you this Friday? What were you doing? Also, Sort of a Demon, thank you for the daily sacrifice, and welcome into anyone else who has not redeemed their daily sacrifice but is lurking. You are, of course, welcome here. Anyway, I know what you're wondering. Mr. Cawthorn, where were you this Friday? I expected a stream. I expected entertainment from my socially awkward, seemingly human, definitely human, CEO. I will tell you where I was. So, I spent 4 days. 4 days traveling in the wilderness, going through an ordeal. I was away from my home. I was away from my family. I was away from my technology. Oh. Thank you for the yippee, Dizzy. I was spending my wife's. Yes, definitely not in a flesh suit. Yes, most definitely. Thank you for the daily sacrifice, Dizzy. Always good to see you. But yes, I was away from my technology. I was away from everything. And it was rather nice. So basically, where I was at my... So my wife's family owns a cabin kind of close to Yellowstone. And every year, right around Memorial Day weekend, there is a men's weekend where all of the sons-in-law and our father-in-law, my father-in-law, go to the cabin, do some maintenance on the property, and just kind of chill for about 4 days. I went up immediately after work Friday afternoon. Yes, it was very nice. And mind you, it's like a really, really old cabin. It was built in I want to say the 70s. So it's actually a log cabin. Like a legit log cabin. It's not a house with it's not like a house with a little log cabin facade. It's an actual cabin. There's hardly any insulation. It gets cold at night. It gets warm during the day, during the summer at least. But anyway, her family has had it for a long time, and we did some maintenance on the property. We painted some windowsills that needed repainted. We installed a kayak rack so that the family's kayaks could be stored. It was nice. And while I was there, I committed to myself to have a low to no tech weekend while I was there. So instead of bringing my Nintendo Switch, well, I did bring my phone because obviously if there was an emergency I needed to call somebody, I'd like to have that. I went ahead and just kind of took a couple of books I wanted to read, which I had been working on for a bit because I realized I'd probably have the time to. I brought my witchcraft journal, which I take with me most places. And that was kind of it. I took with me some snacks, and hit the road. And it was very nice. I finished House of Leaves finally. By the way, I do recommend it as a book, but I also will say this. It's a tough book to get through for multiple reasons. It is a good story. It's definitely worth the read. It is genuinely scary. But again, it's just kind of hard to get through because literally you're reading a first-person account of someone slowly losing their mind while also reading through a extensive academic paper-style review of a movie that does not exist. That's all I'm going to say about it. I just will warn you that there are some very sexist depictions of women. That is intentional because the character is supposed to be to a degree unlikable. But that's it. So, got through House of Leaves. I took a couple of nice hikes. I cannot overstate how important it is, especially if you do a lot of work on the computer, whether that is content creation or other work, how important it is to kind of just get away from all of the technology sometimes. It is crucial to your mental health because here's the thing, okay? I understand I am not a very well-viewed channel. I get that. I view my stats just because I like statistics. But that's the thing. Sometimes I get in my head, it's like, Mr. Cawthorn, you don't get a lot of views. Why do you keep doing this even though you don't get any views? You're not making it for a living. It's because this is fun. At the end of the day, I stream because it is fun. I enjoy doing it. I am not doing this for profit. I make little to no money off this, but I do this because it's fun. It's a fun hobby. It's a great way to play games I might not otherwise have the opportunity to have time to play. It allows me to be a creative muse, and I was just thinking of that because, believe it or not, today is day-wise my streaming anniversary. But we are doing the karaoke celebration on Friday just because I wanted to do karaoke, which is something... Yes, thank you, Dizzy, for the applause. But yes, I wanted to do a karaoke stream, which in my 3 years of streaming, I have never done because, well, I have been told multiple times my voice sounds wonderful when I sing. I get so self-conscious about it, but I also realized you don't know who I look like. So if I sound horrible, I am less likely to get trampled into the dirt, which is a unrealistic fear I sometimes have. It's like, but what if I duck? But the reason why we're doing it on Friday is because I wanted to do a karaoke stream on a day where I'm less likely to be interrupted by toddler noises because my son will be at daycare. He is here today. He's just downstairs watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Speaking of, he has developed quite the obsession with Mickey Mouse. Although I suppose it's pretty normal for a kid his age, eh? But anyway, so I wanted to be able to sing without potentially hearing like him babbling and talking in the background, so that I can give you the best experience I can with my lack of audio equipment knowledge and sound design. So that is what we are doing Friday. On next Tuesday, we are beginning the summer 2026 rotation for games, which, as many of you remember, the winners were for shareholder selection Nightingale, which is what we will be playing Tuesday, and our unfinished business. What was our unfinished business? I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. Our unfinished business was Graveyard Keeper, which is what we'll be playing next Friday. So that is what is on docket for the next, well, Friday and next week. But let's get into the game today, shall we? Yes, I know, Mr. Cawthorn, you played this literally last time you streamed. I know. I am aware of this fact. But there are two reasons why I am playing it again. Those reasons being that, A, I very much enjoy No Man's Sky as a game. Why is my controller not working? Detect me controller. But yes, it is a game I greatly enjoy and appreciate, have a strong appreciation for. And also, because I was gone until late yesterday afternoon, I did not have time to really queue up and ensure was installed another game. I was just that busy this weekend, and I was gone for so long, I needed some time to just kind of, much relaxing as the trip was, I wound down from the trip. Because I was like, yes, it was relaxing. I was in nature. I even got to go on a solo hike, if you can believe that. But still, I needed some time to unwind from the trip because I was around people for the majority of that time. And me, I need some time to just kind of be quiet, sit there, and just kind of not do anything. Like, just kind of let my mind think. Let's try this again. Oh, there we go. Just had to unplug and plug it back in. You know, I get it works. I understand that. It just frustrates me why it works. It's like, why were you not working before? This is information I need to be cognizant of. Alright. So we need to find some copper now, is the plan. And when we last left our dear little astronaut here, we were in the middle of a cold planet. I would even wager to call this planet Hoth. You know, if I weren't worried about copyright infringement. Okay, copper, where are you? That's cobalt. Not what I need. Copper, 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 copper. Over yonder.
Thermal protection falling.
Yes, I know thermal protection is falling. But nonetheless, we continue on. Also, you know what's funny about this game, actually? Like, there's an upgrade you purchase called the, nutrient intake thingamabob. I don't remember the exact name, but basically, you have to research eating in this game. Like, early on, you can collect resources that you can cook, but you have to research the ability to actually make use of the things that you get. Please be some sodium. Please get some sodium. Oh no. On the other side of this crag. Is crag the correct term? I feel like it is. Well, other side of this canyon. And there appear to be none closer.
Protection falling.
But on the bright side, it looks as though we have seen worse canyons here. Problem with using the jetpack is it uses life support. Who designed this jetpack? Why does it use my life support in order to function? Is it because it burns is it because it's literally fire, so it burns oxygen? That, to me, seems the most logical conclusion to draw. Okay. We ain't dead yet. Oh, wait, I need to install the...
Technology installed.
And I have none of the resources needed to build this, do I? Nope, I don't. I do not. And we're too far away from Starship to place things.
Falling.
I know my thermal protection is falling. What are you going to do about it, game? Are you going to help me or not? Sodium nitride crystals. Thank you, game. I would very much. So, we made this trip for nothing. Yay!
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Well, might as well get the dihydrogen crystals while I'm here. I'm gonna die gathering resources. Even though I know it's gonna kill me. Can I make dihydrogen jelly with the amount I have? No. That's inconvenient.
Thermal
There.
protection falling.
Oh, you give sodium. Give sodium! Give sodium!
Technology recharge.
I desire not to die.
Technology recharge. Thermal protection falling.
Give me, grant unto me the carbon.
Extreme cold damage detected.
No, really? I could not tell. Sodium.
Extreme cold damage detected. Thermal protection falling.
I can only imagine doing this on hardcore. I found like that would be a massive pain in the butt.
Technology recharge.
Buy me like 10 more seconds of time.
Thermal protection falling.
Sodium plant.
Technology recharge. Extreme cold damage detected.
Wait, hazardous flora drops sodium?
Toxic protection falling. Toxicity levels critical.
Oh, thank...
Toxic protection falling.
For each of us alone to be sure, what can you do but hold out your hand in the dark? How delightful. We die, how delightful.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Death by toxic inhalation. What toxin did I inhale?
Thermal
Oh.
protection falling. Units received. protection falling.
Yes, I know thermal protection's falling. The problem is you put me on high-hazard planets with no means of survival. I want to live.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Okay, at least this gives me, like, something to work with. And I can make the 2 carbon nanotubes now. Good, 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 good. Oh, I need to charge the beam.
Technology recharge.
Okay, we're back at full health. Oh. Exchange stock. We have money. My favorite part is when it gives me my money. Alright. Dihydrogen. Dihydrogen's over near the ship. Yes, yes, I know. I know thermal protection is falling. I'm well aware of this fact. You don't need to remind me. Over and over and over again.
Units received.
Marrow. If I could survive long enough to trade, it might just be worth it. Yeah, I can't imagine doing this hardcore. Can you imagine how many times you'd have to just go in and out of your ship just to not die? Okay, do I have enough for the jelly? Not quite, but I bet this breaks down into... Yes, it does. Alright, can I put the remaining? Yes, I can. Okay, so now I just need to make it back to...
Thermal protection falling.
Probably the wisest thing to do would be go back and then make the journey. I'm almost half tempted to switch to my relaxation save. Uh-oh, I hear my boy. Is he getting into mischief?
Stabilizing.
Mayhaps. But he is not in here. He is watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. Okay, we're back all the way. I kind of don't like how life support doesn't recharge when you're in a non-environment, because isn't this stuff supposed to be, like, safe places?
Thermal protection falling.
Yes, I know thermal protection is falling. The problem is I have no means of gathering en masse the materials I need to not have thermal protection be falling. Because you have been kind of a tool about giving me said material, game. Render unto me the materials I need, game. Because I would like to enjoy you, but you keep killing me. And this sounds like a very one-sided relationship.
Technology
Okay.
recharge.
At least bought us a little more time. We might just be able to get that stuff yet. Give me all the material. We make it to the ship, or is that shelter closer? Shelter's probably closer.
Thermal protection falling.
Yes, I know thermal protection is falling. Stay awake.
Protection falling.
Just need to stay awake. Need to stay awake so I don't die of hypothermia. Gonna make it. Do we have any sodium at all? Nope, we don't.
Thermal protection
Problematic.
falling.
This is downhill.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Come on, I'm nearly to the ship.
Extreme cold damage detected.
Come on, come on, come on. Almost there, almost there. Oh, too close. Way too close. We're gonna put this in the ship. Okay, we need to make some metal plating in order to build a portable refiner. We're gonna need that copper, but let's move about half of it to the suit. Okay, we got some carbon to burn. Put that in the exosuit inventory. This. I don't have enough oxygen. Well, it's condensed carbon crystals. Not really useful to me in my current predicament. Split. But at least now we won't lose it. Okay, what do I need? Metal plating and oxygen. So what I need to find is a hazardous plant nearby here. Or, barring that,
Thermal protection falling.
something that gives us oxygen. Oh, that rock gives oxygen. So this plain-looking rock gives oxygen. Maybe it's like humus that has like bubbles in it. This rock can float on the water. So should probably get some more ferrite dust too, because in order to leave here, I'm going to need to make some rocket fuel. And that's going to take dihydrogen and some oxygen. Well, not dihydrogen and oxygen. It's going to need dihydrogen and some metal plating. Oh, I haven't scanned this. I like money. Oh, it also gives sodium. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. So, now how much oxygen do I have? I think I got enough at this point. Put the sodium in with me. Just short. Joanna, thank you for the daily sacrifice. Always a pleasure to see you. Hope you're well. Also, it seems as though things are not being counted still. I'll have to look that up. Look up what's going on with Mix It Up later. Seems like everything else is running. could be failing due to what's going on with stream elements. Speaking of, I need to work on getting that overlay sorted out. How you doing, Joanna? Hope you're well. Like I said, always happy to see you here on our stream. I was talking about, before we started our game, how I went out into the wilderness to find myself. And I did find myself. I found my reason why I do this. Because I'll admit, while it is not my primary motivation, I was getting kind of down on myself. Okay, yes, thermal protection is falling. Yes, both of you are here. But yes, I am well. We're playing No Man's Sky. I am beginning to regret having put this on survival, because survival is significantly harder than... Oh, I never scanned this. Critical exposure in 1 minute. I only get 2 minutes of protection? Laura, most invasive. How fascinating. Okay, let's wait for this to go back up all the way. That way we don't die. Oh, I could probably make a launch fuel while I'm at it. I'll need dihydrogen. I need more dihydrogen. But we're nearly back at full hazard shield. Yes, I am. I enjoy No Man's Sky a lot, actually. It's actually a favorite of mine. The only reason I'm having trouble is because, well, I set this to very survival mode instead of my usual kind of chill mode, which is what I played on. Partially because I figured the challenge would be a bit more of an entertaining watch among those of you in chat. Okay, we're making chromatic metal.
Thermal protection falling.
And we need more dihydrogen. Oh, there's crystals over there. Perfect. Gonna need to make some more if we want to get out of here alive. Well, if by alive I mean not dying again before we do so. Alright, let's head back to our ship. I'm pretty sure our little chromatic metal thing is done. But yeah, I'm finding the hazard shield kind of troublesome to deal with. I wish we had landed on a paradise planet. That would have been much nicer game than putting me in the middle of a frozen wasteland! Claim the base. Does that mean our hazard slows down here? It does not appear to mean so.
Please compute
Ew.
online.
Accessing log from previous user. Entry 4925B.
Follows. Store and sweeping across while construction supply is low. Depositing shelter plans while need to back soon.
Extract plans. Alright, so we figured out how to make stuff. We just need carbon. But hey, now we got a place that's a bit...
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, we need more carbon in order to make this. And our thermal protection is getting a bit too low for my tastes. So we're going to go away, buddy. But I think I also have enough to make a hydrogen jelly, which is good. Oh, shoot. Errors were made. Errors were made. Please give me a lot. Please give me a lot. Okay, so now we need about 5 more in order to make more rocket fuel so we can actually get off this rock. Oh, hold on a minute. I am getting a phone call. We'll be right back.
Corvid Communications cares deeply about the physical, mental, and emotional health of its employees. In these next 3 videos, we will be going over how to handle all 3 aspects of your health. We will begin by going over what it means to be physically healthy. To begin, we must understand the purpose of the body. The body is the vessel for your consciousness, and in order for your consciousness to be happy, your body must be healthy and clean. At Corvid Communications, we expect you to be neat and clean each day. Your coworkers should not be able to smell the rancid odors that come from your disgusting bodily functions, whether that be the unpleasant odors of the body's flawed temperature regulation system or the
Sorry about that. Received a phone call. My wife was letting me know that she had figured out a situation that she had. Not enough fuel. Okay, we need to find carbon. Oh, right. These plants produce carbon. We need a lot of carbon.
Protection falling.
Personally, I prefer to use stone for building things in this game just because silicate powder is just so much easier to get a hold of. Yes, we're finally starting to make strides without death and its constant presence. Oh, I need to recharge my mining beam.
Technology recharge.
Dihydrogen. By the way, if you're wondering why it's dihydrogen that you get in this game as your fuel source, well, actually, why it's dihydrogen instead of just hydrogen, hydrogen naturally occurs in pairs.
Incoming storm.
Uh-oh. Now we're going to have to stay in the ship for a bit. I was hoping to avoid that.
Protection falling.
Let's at least get the purified ferrite going. Be up there and... Alright. That way we can weather the storm a bit better. But we're going to need purified ferrite to build a door, and I'm pretty sure we're going to need something else to build a roof. I just don't remember what that thing is that we need. But yeah, see that steep decline? Mind you, 19 degrees Celsius is... Wait. We've been freezing at above 19 degrees Celsius? 19 degrees Celsius is like 30-something Fahrenheit. At least I think so.
Thermal protection falling.
Build door here. Build wall. Wall.
Base computer online.
Just a second, I'm trying to put a roof over my head.
Falling.
Okay, get back in the ship for now. But we've made great strides.
Falling.
Great strides in progress. We just need to not die. Therein lies the quandary. We need to not die. Easier said than done. I hate that the stuff they give you is like made of wood when it's like, seriously, you give us a terrain manipulator, which gives us silicate powder whenever we're mining anything else. Why start with wood? I feel like stone is a much more available resource in this game. Okay. How much? What do I need to make a roof? Timber. Okay. Can do.
Thermal protection falling.
Aha!
Temperature levels stabilizing.
And notice how quick that goes up compared to if we are in our ship. So now, there's going to be a lot less gas. But we're going to move this inside. That way we don't have to be putting ourselves at risk just to do this. Thank you, computer. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925E follows.
Constructing largely a success. Recovered salvage data from nearby plans logged. Scans indicate additional subterranean devices. Begins searching.
Whoever recorded these logs evidently had some success to access their plans. Perhaps I can learn from their efforts. You, come with me. And let's fuel you up.
Technology recharge.
Let's magnetize some ferrite. Alright, how much ferrite do I need to build this thing? 20. How much am I going to get from making this more? Oh, exactly what I need. Brilliant! Carbon nanotubes are what I need. Yeah, just one? How lovely. Put you in my little exosuit inventory and build base research computer. Analysis unit online. Diagnostic suggestion. User should recover
Salvage data from buried technology. Equip and utilize analysis visor.
We have 0 salvage data. Alright. Looks like the storm's passed, and there's a salvage data right under our feet. And a cache! Maybe we'll find something that can help keep us alive.
Thermal protection falling.
Damaged mass chamber. How unuseful. Let's restore you. Any other salvage data nearby? Yes. But of course,
Warning. Incoming
another one? The last one just passed. Ugh. Nice.
temperature levels stabilizing.
I almost feel like I should build, like, hallways through here just to get through. Alright, current mission. Forget this mission. Find base modules, under blueprints. Is RA blizzarding? Yes, it is. Alright, all we can do right now is sit and wait. Visit our starship close enough that we... Okay, so... Oh, we got to. Perfect. Analysis unit online. Research buildable technology. Core habitation.
Item received.
Alright. And of course it costs sodium, the thing I am of short of. Oh, I will hydrate. Thank you. I will name you... Scenic Orbit Communications Frozen Wasteland CCI, standing for Corvid Communications Incorporated, Scenic Frozen Wasteland Facility. Just because I want people to feel okay visiting here, our starbound corporate headquarters. Alright, so we need to find more of those blueprints. Also, what's the power level at my various machineries? Oh, it runs off ferrite. How useful. Is it still storming? Yep, it's still storming. Yeah, that one's probably the closest, so that's probably the one we should go at the most. And let's see. To build a base teleport module, I've got to. Worthless except as scrap. Silver? Ooh, that's valuable. Put it in Starship.
Weather update.
Starship.
Clearing.
Oh, I can probably build that Starship fuel now. And yes, who doesn't like a nice frozen getaway?
Recharge.
I actually do like frozen getaways. Alright, storm's cleared. Let's see how far we can get before we die again. Oh, brain scan. Wrong mode.
Thermal protection falling.
Oh, what do I find here? More goods. Damaged container. More junk metal. Okay, got a Gek relic. Did I get anything else? Doesn't look like it. Okay, what I don't like is how this is a nav point, but there is no building here. Oh, hey. Stand your ground for a minute. It says temperature level stabilizing.
Thermal protection falling.
Excuse me! You got hurt, that was your own fault. You literally walked into my laser. For the record, I do not believe in harming animals, but, again, you literally watched him. He walked right into the beam. How many did I get? Oh, 2, perfect.
Thermal protection falling.
We're nearly at home. Okay, analysis unit online. Indicate desired research path. Biofuel reactor, that means we gotta kill things. Save beacon.
Item received.
Let's get some power.
Received.
Okay. We need to build 4 teleport. Alright, what all do we need for the base teleporter? 2 carbon nanotubes. Put them in the ship. Put them in the ship. Put it in the ship. Along with anything else that is valuable. Alright. And let's put the junk metal in here, because I know from past experience that you can stick that in there and get some ferrite dust out of it. Mostly free.
Technology recharge.
So now we need more carbon. Unidentified plant. Scan you!
Units received. Thermal protection falling.
Not what I meant to do. Sometimes forget that I have the... Oh, we can get sodium from you. Gimme. And also, welcome to the underground. Do. Cave systems are usually stable places when it comes to... Oh. Well, that was a disappointment. Well, at least we're getting rid of invasive plants. You cost so much of sodium, of which I need a lot. Well, actually, that's not true. Now that we have a base, I don't need it as desperately as I did before, but I still need it quite a bit.
Ground protection falling.
Because, whilst we have gotten rid of some of our problem, the problem still persists. Get in the house, get in the house, get in the house, because I think a storm is a-coming.
Levels stabilizing.
Alright, got a lot of ferrite from that.
Technology reach.
Take some fuel. Okay, already made the... Perfect, I can build this. Insufficient power. Well, golly gee, I wonder what we could do about that. Okay, well now we need oxygen. Is it storming out? No, and our thing's full, so I'm not worried. How much oxygen do I... Only one. Well, that's a problem.
Ground protection falling.
This contains oxygen. And we need some more carbon, too. Oh, right, killing this guy. Usually that's us some oxygen. Hello, Mr. Hazardous Flora. I am a friend. Strike that. I'm not the friend, I'm just introducing you to my friend. Okay, condensed carbon to help keep things moving along. Stop walking right into my path, friend. If you don't want to die, I would recommend not doing that. Yeah, that's an oxygen-rich rock. How much do I got right now? Okay, next question. How much do I need? I only need a little more.
Ground protection falling.
I want is dihydrogen. Not what I need. Oh, looks like we got an ad break coming. We'll probably run this ad break and then we'll call it a night. Just because my wifey will be home soon, and I desire to spend time with her greatly. Okay, I've already scanned that species.
Ground protection falling.
Okay, biofuel reactor. Electrical wiring. Thankfully, electrical wiring is free. Biofuel reactor. Condensed carbon.
Technology recharge.
60% power.
Technology.
100% power. Yay. We did it! Alright, nothing here in this run.
Base computer online.
Oh, new signal acquired. Hello. Accessing log from previous user. Additional archives recovered. Entry 4925F as follows.
Scanner detected unusual broadcast. Repeating 16. From space station. Warning. End of archive. Records interrupted.
The base computer archives have reached their end. It seems there's nothing more I'll learn from them. My predecessors appear to have left their base and headed for the space station. So that is where we shall go. Good thing I constructed some launch fuel. Otherwise, we might have had a problem. Fly, my friend! Alright, we are going to land here. We will save what's on the space station for next time. Finally, at Station Major. Just so you know, I did not name this system we're in. That was named by another user. Do I know them? No, I don't. Alright, let's get back to just chatting, and we're going to rate out this evening, but we're going to run through our announcements real fast. So, thank you everyone so much for watching. We are going to save the space station for next time. And I want to thank you all so much for joining us this evening. The plans for the following streams are going to be... what is it? Just a minute. So, yes, we are going to be doing the karaoke stream celebrating our 3-year anniversary, which is technically today, but we're doing the celebration on Friday. That's going to be fun for us. It's going to be 2 hours of me singing. Prepare earplugs. And we are also going to be playing our summer rotation starting next week. So on Tuesday, we are going to be playing Nightingale, which is another base building survival game. And we are going to be playing Graveyard Keeper next Friday. So, thank you everyone so much for joining me this evening. I have been Calvin Cawthorn. We're rating out to It's Squishy today, who's playing Repo, and they drew our schedule art this week. I have been Calvin Cawthorn. And as always, at Corvid Communications, we won't leave you eating crow. Have a good night.